Sup, folks? King of the Dead here, and I got a couple requests from me.
Right there, dead man.
What?
Hello, all you lunatics out there, all you undead lunatics out there. My name is Leo the Madman. I am stealing the mic.
Let me stop you right there. Howdy, everyone. It's Hazbin Joy coming back at you. Welcome, familia.
Okay, he's getting muted. We're talking about Hazbin Hotel today, created by Vivian Medrano, also known by VisiPop. She also made the popular sub-series Hell of a Boss on YouTube. Hazbin Hotel aired January 18th of 2024 on Amazon Prime.
He stole my whole phone.
All right, let me just hand the mic back to Deadman.
Listen, ooh,
he just robbed you. This feels racially motivated. Was this?
No, because
fuck you both. Yeah, fuck you both. I'm just gonna crack on. The pilot first aired on YouTube on literally Halloween night of 2019, and it was picked up literally immediately by A24. I'm talking like 2 days after it came out. A24 is like, boy, do we have something for you. And when it finally came out earlier last year, it was the largest global debut of any animated series on Amazon. And yes, that includes Invincible and The Legend of Vox Machina. And even after the pilot came out, that got so popular that VisiPop went, and then the downtime they were getting ready for the A24 animation, that's what got us Hell of a Boss. So exactly 1 year later, the Hell of a Boss pilot dropped, which, in my opinion, is a better show. But we'll get into that later. Leo, since you're so fucking talkative, tell the people what the story is.
The story is we are following Charlie, Lucifer's daughter, who is running a hotel, trying to rehabilitate. Thank you, Deadman. Now, if you ever cut me off like that again, I'll murder you. She's trying to rehabilitate sinners to go to heaven. So the overpopulation in hell will no longer end in a genocide by the angels.
Yeah, turns out in this one, I don't understand people get mad. As soon as you learn that we're following demons, that's gonna make heaven the bad people. There's not a single anime or cartoon or show or movie or anything where we follow the demons as our main characters and the angels aren't the bad guys. That's how we work here. But every year in hell, the angels come. First man Adam comes down with a bunch of angels called exterminators, and they come down and just slaughter any fuck-ass demon they find. Literally, anyone they see, whelpy or dead. And they do this every year. And apparently, on average, each angel gets about 200 to 300 kills. Every year, yet somehow y'all are overpopulated?
What can I say?
So
people like to sin.
As a cat, so instead of trying to stop the extermination, or instead of just saying and trying to convince heaven, hey, how about you just stop the extermination? No, it's just like, what if I turn the sinners good, and then you let them into heaven? Okay, then she tries to add in, but if I do this, you don't have to exterminate anymore. Says who? Like, why would this stop the extermination?
My second note on my note list is Adam is an asshole, and that's exactly why he doesn't want.
We'll get into characters. We'll get into characters. It's just that, as far as the overall vibe, we got Charlie. We're in the hotel. We got her girlfriend Vaggie, who has the one eye and a little cute dress, and she's very, very clearly an angel. We're spoiling this, by the way. I don't know if we're just deep in the video. You should have known by now we're going to spoil this. Then we have Husk, good character, who's the bartender who is owned by Alastor, the radio demon, and he makes him be a bartender here, but he doesn't make her, but he also brought Nifty along, who's this little bug cockroach girl who's cleaning, she's the maid, she cleans all the time, but she's also bloodthirsty and ravenous. And we also got Angeldust, a literal porn star, somehow the most famous porn star in hell, which there are a few. One VisiPop design out of every 20 is actually attractive. Like best believe Velvet can get it. What's her name? Millie from Hell of a Boss can get it. What's her name? Stolas' wife. What's her fucking name?
The bird?
Yes. What is her name?
He's spitting on that one.
Whatever her name is, she can get it. But it's never the characters who are meant to be attractive that actually are. How is Angeldust the most popular demon in hell? He's built like a broomstick. I just don't understand. He's built literally like olive oil from Popeye.
He literally points out that the stuff that looks like breasts is just fluff.
It's just fluff on his chest. Like the chest fluff, everybody thinks are tits.
Yeah, that line specifically. Y'all know it's not real tits. What is he here for?
I just don't understand.
They were fake? Of course they were fake.
Of course they were fake.
This is what real titties look like. All right, we have our villains. We have Adam and the Angel. We have Adam and the Exterminators. We have Heaven, who's mostly oblivious what's going on. We have low-key Alastor, who's very clearly going to betray them at some point. And then we have what I believe are some of the best characters, plot-wise and design-wise, the V's, which in this show we have the fucking overlords who all have certain mediums that involve them getting other sinners' souls, like Alastor being radio, or Carmine being weapons, or Rosie being cannibalism. The V's do porn. Like, they all three have their own things going on. Couldn't tell you what Velvet's is. Like, because Vox is the TV demon, and Valentino is the porn demon. Don't know what Velvet's here for, genuinely, but all three of them come together and just do porn as a medium. And porn's a very lucrative market, I get it. Valentino makes it, films it, Vox streams it, Velvet's here. But I'm not understanding, why did Valentino is porn? Why does TV, porn, and blank come together to make porn?
Sex sells?
Sex sells. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. I do agree with you. I do like the V's.
Yeah, Vox is dead as my favorite character. Fucking adore Vox.
Best character. That's the only correct answer.
The best character is Sirpentious.
The best character is
so
Vox.
You're just objectively wrong. I can't. But never mind.
Sirpentious top 3. Vox is number 1.
Yeah.
What about Alastor?
We're not here to argue, debate fucking characters. Just tell me what you think of the show.
Oh god. Okay, so I do like the show. I get it. They teamed up with the Living Tombstone. The Living Tombstone orchestrated most of the songs, but I just feel like they're too much. That's what I researched. That's what.
Did you come to my channel with a fact I didn't know?
I'm sorry.
I'm kicking you from this Discord call.
Wait, hold on. But I get it. If you're gonna team up with the best, you're gonna want a lot of songs. But I feel like there's just too much. It reminded me of Frozen. There's just too much.
I do think you're not wrong, because we have Velvet singing "Respectless," personally my favorite song, and then in like literally 5 seconds after she's done singing "Respectless," we get the one between Carmine and Zestial, and I thought we just sang, and we get fucking Poison and Loser Baby in the same episode. I just think it should be like one song per episode. Which there are some episodes where there are no songs. I get it. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I'm really like, this is not Disney Channel. In Hell of a Boss, when there's a song, they're like, we're doing something here, or it's a character that should be singing. Like Moxie's singing to Millie, or Stolas trying to put his daughter to sleep, or Blitz is tripping balls off his fucking ass. But there's a point here. In this, they just bust out in song randomly. Is she? Oh yeah, she's singing. And even Alastor's like, can you butt out of my song? What the fuck? It just gets. Aside from that, we do have our normal Vizzy-Pop complaints. I didn't really feel the whole like, oh, all these characters look the same. I didn't really feel that way until Lucifer showed up, because looking at Lucifer next to Alastor, skinny twink in a suit with a red and black and/or red and white pattern with sharp teeth, red eyes, and a cane. Only difference here is that Alastor doesn't have a hat. He's got to show those fucking antlers.
Yeah.
All right, Leo. Tell him your fun fact about Alastor.
Oh, you mean like that fact? Okay. So, the interesting fact about Alastor, I believe this was confirmed by the creator. I might have to double check myself later. But so when he gets all big, if you see that red X on his forehead, that's where he was shot, because he was a serial killer while running a radio station. And he was shot in the head because he was mistaken for a deer, I believe. That's why he has antlers.
Which that does raise other questions. Alastor has kept his scar, and he has deer antlers. So that's a little bit of explanation as to why he is the way that he is. So, Sirpentious came to hell as a snake. Why? What made Sirpentious a snake? What made Husk a cat? What made Angeldust a spider? Who's choosing? Again, we're going to spoil this a little bit. Sirpentious dies in this and he goes to heaven, and he's still a snake.
He what? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know. It's because that was real interesting. And somebody drew fan art of like, what if the eggs went with him and they were chickens? Like what?
Wait, the eggs didn't go with him?
The idea is
no, the eggs didn't go with him.
See, that's
what?
The thing. I don't know. We didn't see him there.
Not the egg boys.
See him there. Yeah, the egg boys.
Another complaint I see a lot and that I really do get is I don't believe that Vaggie and Charlie are dating. Like, I feel like the dynamics of these two, it doesn't feel like y'all are in love. It feels more like, and I know how stupid this sounds, it feels more like Draken and Shigo. Like, one's just sort of here, and one's doing all the point we're being here. One's the one with all the plans, all the ideas we're doing. This other one's just sort of, I support you from the corner. It feels more like fucking Stan and Roger than an actual couple. But I am willing to admit, I don't know the first fucking thing about lesbian couples, so I don't know what their dynamic should be. I don't know. Maybe this is actually a really good couple in the lesbian community. I don't fucking know.
I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, I also cannot speak on lesbian relationships. I thought they were supposed to be the same as normal relationships, but like their relationship is weird because, like, if I'm being completely honest, Charlie's kind of abusive.
Yeah.
The first chance that she gets, she turns on Vaggie immediately. Meanwhile, Vaggie's done nothing but support her.
She lied to me for 3 years. Why didn't she tell me she was an angel when I found her bleeding gold in an alley in an angel armor?
Yeah.
God damn it.
It's so weird that she would do that to me. God.
You know, speaking of which, I got a game we're gonna play here in a second. But speaking of which, I have a little side note. I'll put it on the screen. I will never be able to explain this to anyone else. There's a still in episode, I think 6, when they go to heaven and they are doing the trial, and they start singing the song about Angeldust did everything right. How come he's not in heaven? What is Adam's right hand girl's name? Lute starts singing.
Yeah, Lute.
Lute starts singing. She gets up on the ledge and crosses her legs, and Adam is like posing behind her as she sings. That looks like Ice King, and I don't know how to explain why. Am I crazy?
I can kind of see that. Yeah, no, because he's done a pose like that. I get that.
Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the sharp teeth combined with the robe and like the look on his eyes. Whenever Ice King's eyes whiten and they're like entirely white, that shit looks like Ice King to me.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I get that.
All right, CJ. What are your overall first impressions of this show?
This show is good. That said, it's like, it feels like it's too short. It's crazy that we did all this to get like the green light to make it a genuine show, but it feels so very short, so very quick. It
is very, like, we do get a lot done, all things considered, but I feel like there are a lot of like time skips in between episodes. It's all like, hey, we'll be back in 6 months, and the next time we see Adam, it's all like, we'll see you in 1 month. Okay. And then the next episode is like, oh, the battle's tomorrow. All right, man. By the way, I know we're bringing up Adam. Fuck Adam, for one. But, can Vizzy Pop really only design fucking demons? Like, I know, and later I know it's a mask, and that's cool, it's a mask, but still, if he's wearing a mask, why does it look like that? That looks like a demon. Half the people in heaven look like demons. They're still like furries and snakes and tentacle monsters walking around in heaven. I'm pretty sure in heaven they would just be people.
It is interesting.
Shouldn't have said that, you're canceled.
It is interesting that for all of that, the rules of hell would still apply. Like is that it? Had Alastor been a good person, would he just be the radio angel? Like he'd still have deer antlers and everything?
Why would he be getting shot in the head while burying a body if he was a good person?
Shut up, you. Not the point. The point is, if it's so influenced by how you die, like, how does this system work? By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but they all still have like a seraphim motif. Like they're all still covered in eyes.
Like I think that's a good point, is that it's so brisk that the universe isn't as ironed out as it needs to be. Like we have the overlords who have their mediums, but how does this work? Rosie, god damn it, excuse me, I'm fucking losing it. Rosie monopolized cannibalism. How? Like if it was more like a set market sort of thing, like it was like oh, you want some genuine premium, like freshly dead liver or freshly dead heart? I got your good stuff. I got this pancreas right here. It's good premium stuff. No, they're just eating each other in the fucking streets, like fucking vultures. Like, how did you monopolize this? How did you turn this into a way to get souls? What's going on in Cannibal Town? To where everybody's got like pale, everybody's either Victorian era or cowboys, or they have like white skin and blotted out eyes. How did this happen?
That's a good question.
By the way, could you tell that apparently Rosie's backstory is that she was back in the 16th century England, she was a fake prostitute. She lured men, but like Like, hey, I just like a good time in this alley or this empty house, and she killed him and eat them until one day she ran into Jack the Ripper.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense now. That makes a lot more sense.
Speaking of weird backstories, did y'all hear the theory that Husk is Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog?
Yes. Oh my god, I love that theory. Oh
both of them are all about cards and gambling. Same voice actor. He made the whole thing is that he made a deal with somebody, and that's he made a deal and with Alastor, and now Alastor owns his soul. In Princess and the Frog, he talks about how he's got things he hasn't even tried, and he's got friends on the other side. So he hasn't made a deal with Lucifer himself, but what if his friend on the other side was Alastor?
Also, Deadman, did you notice when Husk is talking about his backstory, when he's like dealing the cards, like he's got the cards in his hand, Alastor's shadow is behind him. Alastor cheated.
Oh.
I've always thought that, like, it was a weird thing in verse. Like, how is your gimmick? So we were talking about the mediums. How is your gimmick supposedly gambling and you weren't cheating? How are you actually playing fair?
I heard someone say that part of his deal with Alastor is that he got a little bit of Alastor's powers while he was on Earth, which is why he got his shadow, like Alastor had his.
Also, real quick, I want to talk about the voice acting in this. 10 out of 10. I really love Keith David, but like I believe, as you pointed out, Deadman, why is Keith David here?
Yeah, like, I think the whole thing is that if you watch the pilot, it's like Busy Pop's close friends or like close workers that are working. I guess when it got greenlit by A24, they got a budget now of literal millions, so they went and replaced the entire cast with like famous people. And they do their job, sort of like Invincible, right? Invincible is all A-list celebrity cast, but they all do their damn thing. To where they do their thing in Hell of a Ball and Hazbin Hotel. But it just makes me feel bad. Like if I knew somebody who was an animator and I got to put my name on this project, only to then be told, yeah, we got money now, so we're actually gonna hire this guy. But like you can play a background character if you want. I don't think nah.
I initially thought that it was because this thing is like a musical. Maybe it's that like they needed people who were more apt to singing, but then some of their songs are just them sort of talking in a singy voice. So like,
what you trying to say about Keith David?
Yeah,
look. Here's the thing. I didn't say any names. Those are your words.
Sit down at my table.
All right, Leo, say your last thing because I got a game for us to play.
Okay. So 2 jokes I want to talk about right quick. Keith David, his joke when Husk is like reading the script is like, hey, don't hold the script up to your face. He's like, I'm not a damn actor, which he very much is in real life. And the one that's Sirpentious, that when he's trying to get with Cherry Bomb and
that's the best joke in all of anything Busy Pop's created. The motherfucker's trying to fuck Cherry Bomb. And he's all, I'd like to buy you a shot. Really? Why? Because I'm buying everyone a shot. They're like, yeah. And they come back, it's all like, I want to buy you another drink. Why is that? Because I'm buying everyone a drink. And they're like, yeah. And he finally gets drunk and he gets a little confidence up. It's like, I see they have a sex room. I would like to do a sex with you. She's like, and why would I do that? Because I'm having sex with everyone. And they waste like 9 of them.
Drag him in like he first got dragged to hell.
I've seen a man describe murder with less fear in his eyes as when they like 9 of them drag him into the fucking sex room. And like when he comes back later the night, like, where's Cherry Bomb? And then they really worked your ass out.
Where's Cherry Bomb? She went in there.
What's that?
Okay.
I would like to rescind my review of this Hazbin Hotel because I meant to say this actually. Does anyone else get like aggressive Steven Universe vibes from this?
Okay, like, that's because of Charlie. Take Charlie out.
Hear me out. I was going to make that joke. Charlie, you're a star because you belong in the universe. Why are you here? Why is everything just Steven Universe again?
Literally, I have my notes.
She even has a weird relationship where we're setting up, spoilers, we're setting up that maybe the problem all along was her mother. Weirdly similar to Steven Universe.
Like in my notes, I have, first off, it says, fuck Adam. Then it says, fuck are the writers doing with Nifty, but that's a different situation. Then it says, fuck Blake from Ruby, just because fuck Blake. I don't need a reason to hate Blake. Then it says, fuck Charlie in the Poison episode, fuck Charlie for stopping Lucifer from delivering those hands, and then just fuck Charlie in general. I want Charlie to succeed, but y'all gotta draw a line between good-hearted and fucking childish and obnoxious. Like, why is she showing up to Angel Dust work? She's all like, "Oh, don't worry about me. I won't even. You won't even know I'm here. Go ahead." And 10 seconds later, she's like talking to the mic person, and like tripping. Oh, I just have a few ideas about yada yada and tripping stuff. And then she looks fucking surprised when people are mad at her. You just came in and set the fucking set on fire.
On fire.
Like, God fucking damn it! I just can't.
Also, stop kicking that cat, dog. Ruby's over. You can't keep doing this.
I'll get to. I will fuck Blake. You can't make me. And also, and like, if any, I understand you're trying to prove a point here.
We're talking about Hazbin Hotel.
I understand we're trying to prove a point here, but if anybody should get free reign to beat Adam to death, it should be Lucifer. You could stop anyone else. Why would you stop him? It's like, Dad, he's had enough, and he clearly has it because he gets up and starts talking shit again. Like, you should have let Adam. You should let Lucifer kill him. But Nifty can do it, and it's perfectly fine. Nifty gets no punishment for this. She's like, Nifty. In fact, it feels as though she got rewarded for it. But Lucifer can't finish him off. Why? All right, now I got a game for y'all to play, right? Time for a game. I'm gonna ask you. I have a series of questions that I ask while watching this. No particular order, just questions I ask randomly. And you both are going to explain it to me in a perfectly sensible way that satisfies me and leaves me with no more curiosity about it. Okay?
I'll try my best.
Okay. They say at the beginning of this they don't kill Hellborns. Hellborns are exempt from the extermination. So if Hellborns are exempt from the extermination, how'd that kid that Vaggie was going to kill get to hell?
He stole candy.
And did send him to hell?
Yeah.
Well, Adam did say don't steal now, didn't he?
Yeah.
And also, Carmine is training Vaggie and says, you're out for blood, but you have to be out for love. Why? The army is cannibals. No one else here is fighting for love, except maybe Sirpentious. Why does Vaggie need to fight for love?
I guess because she doesn't really care if she lives or dies, but if she fights for Charlie, who she loves, then maybe she'll actually win.
All right. And if Carmine had no intention of fighting the angels, why did you make weapons out of angel steel?
Does she look good in it, Queen?
No, not her heels. I mean, She sent Vaggie back with crate loads of angel weapons. Why do you have those?
I guess because she got attacked by angels, so she was going to use them for herself to protect her daughters if they ever came back. But then,
7 crates of machine guns
actually fighting it. I don't know, man. I'm trying.
They just casually They casually had 6 Tommy guns ready for angel dust.
Shit. Yeah,
they just had that ready, did they? What's his name? Sirpentious had angel dust tipped cannons, and Husk had angel like rimmed cards.
That's a good point.
All right. Another thing is that Alastor has no respect for anyone above him. The only people he can use. He doesn't even respect Lucifer himself. So if he doesn't respect Lucifer, who did he make a deal with? Whatever's got him restrained. Who could have possibly made that deal with?
I actually have a theory about that.
Vaggie's Charlie's mom.
No. I've already heard that one. You know the spider dude he was talking to?
Zestial?
That's the only one that almost made him like not smile. Because with all the other big wigs, he's just like smiling and smiling. When he saw Zestial, he almost lost his face. If you look at his face, you can tell he almost lost his smile.
All right, but if Zestial owns his soul the same way he owns Husk, how is he still an overlord?
That's a good point.
CJ.
Why did I get the hard question? This is bullshit.
I've been shooting them out. You gotta help.
Fine, I'll give you another one.
Crazy
Fine.
I was also saying them. I accidentally muted myself.
You idiot.
Oh my god.
Fine, here's one for you specifically. In Hell of a Boss, Stolas says, if you get in trouble, I get in trouble. By who? Because Lucifer clearly does not give a fuck what anyone does in hell.
He really doesn't. I want to say the other, the
sins?
They're not overlord. Yeah, the sins, right? Because it seems to be the only thing that he really responds to is, man, what would the other sins think?
He does have to go ask Asmodeus for permission to give Blitz powers or some shit. Fair enough, but like, which sin would care, and who would? I'm not saying like who would enforce it. Let's assume he did it, and it's Asmodeus' job to punish him. And if Asmodeus just didn't, who's gonna punish Asmodeus?
a sin above him.
It's gotta be like a checks and balances things where each of the sins checks a different one.
You're right, because why would Stolas be in charge of like the book anyway? All right, another thing. Why is Lucifer a deadbeat dad? Because he calls Charlie himself in like the first or second episode. And as you see when Charlie's a baby, he was relatively a good dad. If anything, the mom was the cold one. When did it turn in? Why is he a deadbeat?
He doesn't believe in her dream because he was shown that sinners can't be redeemed. And then when they start coming to her door and tearing shit up, he's like, see? They're dirty sinners.
All right, but beforehand, he's like, are you inviting me over? And he's all like, my daughter wants to see me. Take that, depression. Why would you think she wouldn't? Like, when did you get in the head that she wouldn't want to see you?
Hear me out. This is like, it has to do something with the mom, right? Because there's no other explanation. Like, first off, we clearly see her take her away, but then we somehow get to a point where she just ditches her for 7 years, and then it comes out that she's been in heaven. It's got to have been a thing where she just, like, took the daughter at first, and then, like, to be spiteful, honestly. To be spiteful, low-key. Because what else makes sense? Like, he truly does want to be in her life.
She truly wants him, so, like, what's the disconnect here?
Yeah, it could only be that something was keeping them apart, which, if they're doing, is better than they did in, Hell of a Boss. We still don't know what's going on there.
All right, another one. About the court case. If no one knows what gets you into heaven, how does Charlie know how the demon should act to get out of hell?
She was just guessing. She was just assuming that I thought that was the point. I thought that I thought that Charlie's thing was that she thought that it was a process on their end. Like, someone in heaven is deciding who gets in and who gets out. So someone there should know the demonification process. She was just assuming that one of them would have the answer. Meanwhile, they don't actually have the answer because there is no answer. They were just making that up on the fly.
She really tried to silence her. They said, no more questioning. We know when a soul gets here. That's how we know. What?
Yeah, that's literally, they have no... She was operating on the good faith thought that something made you go there.
Maybe Lucifer told her how sinners get there. So maybe she was trying to do the opposite?
Do we know how sinners get there? Because if you listen to Adam talking to Charlie at the movie, he casually talks about doing drugs and fucking strangers and rocking out. Same shit everyone in the hotel is capable of. And I think he legitimately says him and his bandmate fucked a girl and then killed her. So, like, what?
The system's rigged.
Why? Whatever. About Adam, why give Adam's rule if they don't need to apply? Like, they're like, what's the one rule that Sarah gave us? Don't tell the heaven about the extermination. And then 10 minutes into that trial, that's the first fucking thing he does. And then it's just like, what's the big deal? And he just flies away scot-free. What's the point of that rule if there was no punishment?
He's gonna get cock and ball torture later.
What the fuck? Lute's gonna work his ass out.
Oh, man.
And about the court case again, what is the point of an entire court case and trial and a jury of peers and everything if the final decision just comes down to Sarah anyway? It looked like the entire court was relatively on Charlie's side once they realized we don't know what gets you into heaven, and angeldust is clearly making good decisions. Why isn't he here? But Sarah's just like, that'll be enough. This court sees no proof that a soul can be redeemed. Goodbye. So no one else's opinion here mattered.
Yeah. Okay. Can this is the other thing that I wanted to say about that. It's interesting that they subverted my expectations because I definitely thought it was going to be one of those episodes where, like, we follow Angeldust and he does in fact fail, so then we have to go through with the fight. No, they actually subverted my expectation by being like, yeah, no, he actually does in fact redeem himself. And then they just say, well, doesn't matter, don't care. Throw him in the garbage.
You left it up to Adam to decide what gets a man into heaven, and then he checked off all 3 boxes. And she's still like, I see no evidence. What would have convinced you?
Like truly.
True. At that rate, you've made it pointless to try to be redeemed. Like it's not that they couldn't be redeemed. You've made it pointless.
What if it's something like really stupid? Like, you know how Sirpentious died? What if you just have to get killed by an angel? You just have to get killed by an angel to go to heaven.
Speaking of that, if Sirpentious got into heaven, why didn't Adam go to hell?
See, that's the thing. People are talking that he might be a fallen angel and he might be somewhere else in hell right now.
I did notice that Lucifer said, "Take your friend and go home," and she didn't pick up Adam. She picked up his halo.
Mm-hmm.
But later did show she was just trying to show that to Lilith, so maybe he didn't need to.
Yeah. I thought it was like a dog tag type thing.
What the fuck?
Where the halo is like their dog tag.
I thought it was that they didn't want them to have it because they also take it off of Vaggie when they de-angelify
You can't have this anymore.
All right, but they would have had to take it from every single dead angel there.
That's a good point. All the important ones. They took all the important ones home.
All right, and who exactly, in episode 1, that meeting between Charlie and Adam, who exactly was that meeting organized for? Because Lucifer didn't want to go. He sent Charlie because it's Adam. He said, yeah, heaven wants to have a meeting, but it's Adam, and I don't want to. So can you go? Fair enough. And so she tried to pitch the Hazbin Hotel. Adam says in his song, while I have your attention, I guess I should probably mention that we're moving up the extermination. So the point of the meeting wasn't to tell them about the extermination. You decided to drop that in. So what's the meeting for? Explain it to me.
I would like to think that Lucifer has regular meetings with heaven because there's a theory that Lucifer was supposed to be rehabilitating sinners. That's why the hell population got so overrun, but he stopped doing that or something. But I don't know if that's
started
true.
doing that.
Can we talk about the concept that if the point was to rehabilitate them, does heaven not have a problem with being overpopulated? Why is hell finite but heaven is infinite?
The whole thing is that there's no problems in heaven. There's no such thing as a problem in heaven.
Mm-hmm. It's infinite.
They need more space. They just get more space. You need more space in hell. Tough shit.
Mm-hmm. Take that corner over there.
All right. This question just says, Husk thought a young nigga was free. Husk thought, oh, Alastor's dead. Let's go. And then Alastor said, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, monkey. I just think that's funny. All right. This says, why would Alastor try to fight? If it's established only angelic weapons work on angels, why did Alastor try to fight Adam with no angelic weapons?
I think he thought he had enough power because you remember he's talking about his contract and
it clipped his wings,
limiting his powers. Yeah. I think he thought he had just enough to fight Adam, and then when he broke his scepter, because you notice his voice, his radio voice turned off. I think as soon as that happened, he realized shit, I'm not gonna win this.
Hear me out. We had angel-tipped weapons for literally everyone else. You can't prove that his cane wasn't angel-tipped.
It wasn't white, and it didn't. Well, I guess he never did try to thwack Adam with a fucking bat. So I guess fair enough. What if he just bonked him across the head and broke his skull?
Bonks him 4 times. The Usopp hammer, but it's just Alastor with a mic.
I heard a really stupid. Well, I don't know if it's stupid. I heard a theory that Alastor might be an angel in disguise.
Wrong.
But I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I think that's. I don't think that's.
Did we
right.
not establish that he has a death concept?
That's why I was that theory doesn't make any sense because he's good unless they confirm that.
Why are you reading out nonsense theories on my fuck ass channel?
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I was what the fuck?
He's misinforming people. This is crazy.
No,
you're gonna give me a strike.
Misinformed me. No.
All right, CJ, this one's for you. What exactly was the V's plan? If Velvet tries to show the other overlords the angel head, and it's all why overlords? Since when are overlords too scared to fight? But whenever Vox sees them strapping to fight with the same shit that killed the angel in the first place, he's all they're gonna fight? Those idiots are gonna fucking die. So what was y'all's plan? What was the convince them to fight, but only a dumbass would fight? You're a pussy for not fighting, but also only a dumbass would fight?
Okay. I want to say
that they assumed that if they all ganged up, then they would win. Like they don't. Their entire thing was that they had no idea what actually killed them. They were just thinking that something does kill them, and if we just throw literally all of the bodies that we have at the problem, eventually someone will figure it out.
Someone will do it. And they're chanting, and they're chanting at the end like they won. They're all like, "The future of hell belongs to the V's." All that's different is that there's no extermination. Probably, I don't see why. I'm not seeing why y'all think you're in charge now. All the overlords are still there. All the sins are still there. Lucifer's still here.
Their gimmick is that they just think that they're better than them. So I think that they think that they're making like power plays, and that eventually they will in fact take over at least whatever circle of hell they're in. They don't really. You're right. Nothing's really changed, but I think that the entire thing is that they think that they're better than them. That's why Velvet is like, when she goes to the meeting, she's insulting all of them, talking derogatory to literally every single one in there, because she just thinks that she's better. That said, counter question: What is Velvet based off of? What's going on?
I don't know, man. Vox is TV. Valentino is porn. I heard a theory that Velvet was the social media demon, or at the very least the OnlyFans demon, because she talks as if she's relatively new, and she's very clearly a Gen Z, always on her fucking phone. So it has to be something relatively new that has to aid in porn to some degree.
What's her design based off of?
Oh, the design? Apparently, the idea behind Velvet is, what if you put Tiff and Britt Crust from My Life as a Teenage Robot together? That's her accent. Her accent is a mix of a Midwestern accent and British.
At first, I thought she was like the fashion part of it, because she was like putting outfits on a girl. So I thought that her whole thing was fashion. But then y'all made some good points about like the porn part. I'm like, what does she do? You might be right about the OnlyFans thing. I don't know. Maybe she runs Twitter down there.
Oh God. You monster!
Again, we see Vox running Twitter.
Yeah, you're right. As far as media, consumable media, I think it's just Vox. So what is Velvet here for? Maybe we'll learn later, but we really don't know. Alright, that's all my questions. You all have not left me satisfied, so I'm forced to give this series a B- until every single individual question gets answered. All in all, as far as the final verdict from me, this was just amazing. This was just good shit. I love the animation. I love the voice acting. I love most of the songs. I love the different dynamics between people. Like, I like that Alastor and Lucifer are arguing over who's the best dad. I love Husk and Angeldust should kiss, for real. I need those two to kiss. They should kiss. I love Angeldust and Charlie being like crazy college friends. I love every fucking thing about Sirpentious. His design, his voice, his weird living hat, the egg boys, how his, whatever you call that King Cobra frock, like goes up whenever he's excited, and when it goes down, looks like fucking Android 17 hair. I love everything about Sirpentious. Not for Vox, Sirpentious would be my favorite character. So yeah, that's it from me. All in all, this is amazing. And if you're this deep in this video and you haven't seen it, what the fuck are you doing here? Go watch it right now. What's wrong with you? All right, Leo, final verdict.
I do like it. I like it a lot. I like the designs. I wish there wasn't too much singing, but I understand. Fat Nugget is the cutest pig on here, and I do.
Fat Nuggets, plural.
I agree with you. Fat Nuggets. Okay, yeah, correct. I do agree with you with Sirpentious. I don't know. I do love Vox and Alastor, but Sirpentious, there's something about him. I really love him. I'm done.
All right, CJ, final verdict.
This was fun. For something that started off as a YouTube project, this is really good. It shows that we've come a long way. We started from the bottom, now we're here. It's really inspiring as a story like that. Man, good stuff on Vizzy. She really the one out here for real.
All right, this is 40 minutes long, and I'll be damned if I edit this. So this is probably just gonna be an audio only. To be perfectly real with you.
But, no, edit it.
Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you, Cruel Joyd, and whoever you are over there, for coming out and being a part of this. We're doing Young Justice next, just so we're clear.
What?
Yeah, next we're doing Young Justice, and I get to tell the audience every reason I don't fucking like it. Actually, no, I think next is Velma.
No, you're right, Young Justice.
Oh wait, no, thank you for correcting me.
Dog.
Yep, Velma
no,
it is.
I didn't even correct
it's
you.
definitely Velma. All right, we'll be next with Velma. Thank y'all for coming out. King of the Dead and these two signing off.
Like and subscribe.
Papi Moñaño.